Right now, something might be living inside your brain, not a metaphor, an actual organism, sitting in your neural tissue, quietly changing who you are. It is called Toxoplasma gondii, and it has infected roughly 2 billion people on Earth. Most of them have no idea. For decades, scientists dismissed it as harmless. But then a Czech biologist named Jaroslav Flegr started noticing something strange about infected people. They took more risks, they had a weaker sense of danger, and in men, one thing changed more than anything else. Their fear of death went down. How does a single-celled organism do that? Toxoplasma gondii can only reproduce sexually in one place, the gut of a cat, but it spends most of its life in rodents, so it does something extraordinary. It rewires the mouse. Robert Sapolsky, a neuroscientist at Stanford, found that the parasite travels to the mouse's brain and forms cysts in the amygdala, the fear center. Then it suppresses the mouse's instinctive terror of cat urine. Mice are hardwired to flee from that smell. Infected mice move toward it. They walk toward the cat eats the mouse, the parasite reaches its destination. This is not a side effect. This is a strategy. Now here's where it gets personal. Humans are what biologists call an accidental host. The parasite cannot reproduce in us, but it infects us anyway, through undercooked meat or contact with cat feces, and once inside, it builds cysts in the brain. Flegr's research, published in Proceedings of the Royal Society, found that infected people scored differently on measures of risk tolerance and fear of consequences. They were more likely to be involved in traffic accidents, and in direct psychological testing, they showed reduced anxiety around thoughts of death. Not dramatically, not enough to notice, but enough to measure, enough to replicate. Kevin Lafferty of UC Santa Barbara went further, suggesting that population-level infection rates might be subtly shaping national cultures. Still contested, but the data keeps accumulating. Here is what is not contested. Toxoplasma crosses the blood-brain barrier. It alters dopamine signaling. It reduces amygdala reactivity. These are established mechanisms. The question is not whether it changes the brain. It does. The question is whether you can feel it. And you cannot. You cannot sense a cyst. You cannot notice when your fear response has been quietly turned down. You would just feel like yourself, making decisions that seem completely natural, completely your own. Right now, something might be living inside your brain. And the strangest part is this. If it is there, you almost certainly feel completely fine.